Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I don't see a chat. Where's the chat? Oh, hi. Hi, Robin. Okay, I guess, is it working? Everything's working? Okay, alright. Are you gonna join? Okay, yeah. Okay, bye. 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 Hi, guys. No clue what was I think it was my internet provider. Hi. Hi. Sealy UK. Robin, Easy, Patricia, Call, Oliver. Hi guys, sorry about all that. Yes, yeah, it's working. How are you guys? How's everybody doing? How's your day? Hopefully better than mine. Oh, volume is low? Okay, if the volume is low, are you watching on Google Chrome? Because it's not, this is a YouTube thing. They want you to watch on Google Chrome, and if you don't, they do this with the volume. So make sure you're on Google Chrome, guys. BG, Mazel Tov. Well, I'm glad I was able to fix it. Uh-oh, it's still struggling. Bear with me, okay? We'll get talking here soon. Susan, hi Susan. Captain Brandon Horror Lover, hey, how are you? Uh-oh, it's starting to buffer. Volume is good? Okay, perfect. Oh no, don't. Please don't do this. It's doing it again, guys. How's the streaming? Can you see? Techno hour with Iman. Okay. Is it better now? It's struggling. It's struggling. If it's no good, we'll cancel and redo tomorrow. So you guys let me know what you think. It's all good? So we shall start. We shall begin. So I don't know if you guys watched the video that I put out this afternoon. I kind of put out هلا Ali plays هلا بالغالية هلا والله ملحد Somali. Hi. ملحد Somali. If this continues to struggle, guys, I will do it again tomorrow, okay? If this continues on and we have to shut it down, the stream, I'll redo it again tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Okay? Let's try to get as much as we can in now. I see I've got a couple of atheists from Arab atheists. That's good. Very good. I'm very happy that you guys are here. Welcome. Still sexy? Oh, thank you. I don't feel very sexy today. I spent most of the afternoon crying. Yeah, I spent the majority of the day crying. No, cable is not good. It's not good at all. Okay. Is it still bad? Okay, guys. What do you guys think? Let me know. Should we do it or should I cancel and do it tomorrow? What are your thoughts? I love your accent when you speak your native tongue. One Godless, my friend. Voice is okay, just video is a bit choppy. Keep going. All right, so, all right, I'll just keep talking then. And if you guys want me to shut it down and redo it tomorrow, just highlight my name and in the chat, and that way I'll know. I know, Robin, it is buffering a lot. It's the entire area that I'm in. It's not just me or my computer. Anyhow, I was crying. Why was I crying? I was crying because I woke up to some interesting news today. The news I woke up to is that the Halifax, I guess, Council, or Nova Scotia, have decided that they are going to okay the public calls to prayer every evening for this entire month, every day. So yeah, the Halifax Council, City Council, has decided that this is a great idea, and that this mosque, that I've dealt with the people in this mosque, that they have initiated this concept or this idea, and they wanted to, of course they seized the opportunity because we just had the mass shooting in Nova Scotia. So they seized this opportunity to do what? To advance their Islamist agenda in Nova Scotia. And of course, your politically correct politicians and the city council are like, yes, yes, it's a lovely, lovely idea. You know, screw noise pollution. My suggestion is use DLive in the future for a live stream. Absolutely will do, Tam. I agree, my dear. I'm never going to allow this to happen again, I promise you. And I do apologize. I'm very sorry that this is what we have to deal with today. But I needed to be with you guys, so forgive me. Tomorrow I will spend the whole day setting up another streaming software with DLive. I do promise this. So yeah, everything is running okay now. Oh, that's good. Okay, thank you, Shobin Thomas. So where was I? Yeah, so I woke up to this interesting news, and the panic, of course, immediately set in for me. I don't know how to communicate this, so give me give me time. I'm very emotional. The call to prayer is not something pleasant for many people, including people like myself, because the call to prayer is associated with many, many negative, horrific memories. I'll give you an example that is not me. I had a refugee that was living with me here. He left about a year ago. He moved. He told me that if he walks by a mosque, he starts to feel severe anxiety because his dad used to beat him to pray, and then while he was praying, his father would sit next to him with a cane, and should he make any mistake, the father would beat him on the back with a cane. Now, the thing about prayer in Islam, and I don't know if you guys know this, is that you can't break your prayer to interact with anything around you. Even if there's a war, even if someone is coming at you with a knife or a gun and you can see that they're going to harm you, you can't break your prayer to defend yourself. You have to continue. Once you enter a prayer, you can't leave it. You have to finish it, or you go to hell, because that's the punishment. So he would sit there and cry during, like, the tears would roll down his face while his dad caned him for every mistake he would make. The call to prayer is nothing pleasant, and it's nothing soothing. And I don't know why you guys have this idea here that the public call to prayer is something that's going to soothe anyone, including your Muslim community. I'm just going to take 1 second and look at the chat. Okay, I hope you guys can see everything, okay, and hear everything. Wow, that's a lot of chat. Okay, Patricia K, what can we do to stop this? Patricia, what in my video this morning that I did, which was longer than usual, it was actually like 12 minutes long, I advised everyone to please immediately contact your local member of parliament, your MPPs, whoever is for your area. So what I did is I ended up emailing my local MP, and they responded quite quickly. I have a lot of respect for my local MP. They are liberal. They are from the liberal government. And I'm fine with that. Very respectable person, very understanding. I've dealt with this person before. But they said something to me in their response which really upset me. And they said that although it is soothing for the Muslim community, we do acknowledge that it will harm people like you. So what they did is they put me in contact with my city councilor for my area, which I know this person on a personal level. So I've emailed them, and I've emailed them twice. I'm waiting to hear back. So that's where I am at, and I've also left a voicemail, and the voicemail was fairly long and fairly emotional. So I'm urging everyone to please do this, because this is now too much. This is too much. And if you guys are okay with this, please understand that there are many of us. You have a lot of refugees from Islamic countries in this country. We don't want to hear this, and I can guarantee you I speak for every person who has escaped an area where there was an Islamist agenda happening or some kind of war. Please contact your politicians. Put a stop to this now. I'm just gonna check the chat again. Captain Brandon, horror lover. Well, honestly, one Godless here in North America is just the brainwashed progressives that want to be different and accepting. This isn't accepting. You're inviting evil. You're inviting something scary. You're inviting something that is not comforting. I don't understand where these city councilors, their heads are. Like, I don't understand who was, like, how can they okay this? Where's the consensus? Where's the, let's take the, public poll. We're all about polling in this country. I wasn't polled. And why this? How is this good? Like, how does, I don't understand how da'wah, the Islamic, da'wah, which is intended to ideologically subvert the West, this is something supposedly going to comfort you during this time between a pandemic, economic shutdown, and a mass shooting. We need to hear Islamic prayer in a language that half the city doesn't understand, if not more than half the city doesn't understand and can't relate to. This is going to comfort us? Haley McPhail, there is a Lebanese Christian church almost right across the street from the mosque in that story. No respect. Well, but this is it. Why doesn't the church go approach the city council and want to, do something like this? Where's the synagogue? Why is it always these guys? And by the way, that mosque is shady. Let me just say that. I'm not going to say any other word. That's the shady mosque. And this is submission. In case you didn't know. Assyrian king. Islam is collapsing. Although it looks like it's winning. Last time they were in Europe, after 460 years, they were kicked out. But you guys now invited them back in. You've even changed the word immigration to migration to fit their narrative. Jane Addams, this should also include the ringing of church bells too. Well, I'd appreciate a church bell ringing. At least a church bell ringing is just a bell ringing. There's no words spoken in a different language to submiss you, to fool you. Jane Addams, this should also, yeah, sorry. Haley McPhail, diversity doctrine demands that they, no questions asked. Yeah, no, I understand this. And like, I keep saying this is one turn of the ratchet and it's happening. Like, when is it that we're gonna have like Chop Chop Square in Canada? Like, maybe that's the next thing that they should approach the city council for. Let's start beheading people, flogging them in public. By the way, you know what another function of a mosque is, where I come from? Flogging. Look up Raif Badawi. And I don't want to mince stories, but this is a person that is still imprisoned in Saudi Arabia. Go look up where he was flogged. Go look up. It's always near a mosque, in front of a mosque. Always. The most horrific punishments happen on mosque grounds. But no, we're here to soothe you, they say. They want to soothe you. Jim Suburban Farmer, all you need is soccer horns. Well, why not? Why not? If I start hearing this, the reaction that will happen, like what I will do, will be completely out of my control. It's not going to be something like calculated. I'm going to go down and play music. I'm going to put like Eminem and play it. Because I get comforted and soothed by Eminem. Ben Wagner, keep getting the word out. One godless woman, don't lose heart. I'm trying, but I need you guys to help me. There's a reason I'm doing all these streams and all these videos. It's not for fame. Fame would be nice, but I'm doing it because I want you guys to wake up. And I want you guys to act. And I want the political correctness in this country to die. Because it has led you to a path that is extremely dangerous. And I'm sorry, I'm emotional, I know. Captain Brandon, horror lover, cheers, mon ami, hugs, much respect. Thank you. By the way, where are the leaders of the Conservative Party on all of this? You've got Aaron O'Toole tooting his own horn. Was he going to say anything? He's all about China. We got to distance ourselves from China. China, let's do this to China. But he's kissing jihadi ass in the meantime. And mum's the word on this stuff. Islamophobia. Right? That's Aaron O'Toole. Okay, something ergo sum. I can see that this is like a Holocaust survivor hearing German military marches. You're visibly... I was shaking for most of the day today. And trust me, when between the time I woke up to what's going on in this country till about today, I would say it took me a lot of self-work to stop being negative and stop distressing and stop thinking the world is going to end. But when I saw this article today, yeah. Yeah. Larry Soller, it's okay, you're emotional, love you. I'm emotional because I just don't understand how nobody can see this. You know? I've been trying. I've lost all my friends trying to wake you guys up. My friends are too busy living a fantasy world, La La Land, like the title of this stream. My friends are in La La Land and they've cut me off. Guys, hang on. Is it better now? Can you guys see? Is it okay? STPL News. Islam will be the final beast. However, it will be revived Babylon with the beast of the earth, which is Islam. I don't know. I really don't know. So Bean Thomas, one godless woman, I spoke to some Muslims about Islam at work and I transitioned them. Shout out to Christian. Okay. Captain Brandon, horror lover, spot on. As I was saying, Robin OJ is totally cool. I say let it. Oh, Robin said something? Where is it? I missed it. Sorry, Robin. Robin said, never apologize for being emotional, especially when it comes to this subject. Thank you, Robin. I love you. It's hard. I actually wanted to not do this today because I was afraid. I was afraid that I would come here and cry. Good. Okay, thank you, Theo. Stream is fine. Larry Soler, I feel closer to you by the day. I admire and respect you so much. Thank you. Patricia K, no one can truly understand the wrath of evil you went through. Hope everyone wakes up before it's too late. I don't know. And I really don't know how to wake people up in Canada, so I was hoping you guys could tell me. And maybe I will do it. How do I wake you guys up? And by the way, you know Robin OJ? She was right here. Robin is gorgeous, guys. And she has a lovely Instagram account. I would highly recommend that you follow Robin. She's right here in the chat. So how do I wake you guys up? What am I doing wrong? What else do I need to do? It's totally understandable when godless. Your situation is like, for example, if a rape survivor was notified suddenly that a sex offender now lives in her apartment complex. Yeah, I can actually relate to that quite well. You'd be shocked. Jim Suburban Farmer, don't be afraid. Your Canadian brethren are behind you. I know you guys are. I just don't want us. I want this to just be done with already. I hate what I see happening to Canada. It has changed before my eyes, and I don't understand. Like, I see people locally here that everything's a joke to them. Everything's funny. Everything's a laugh. They don't take anything serious. They have children that are very young. Like, what needs to happen for them to start taking this serious and for them to understand that this world, they had a good upbringing. They were children and had a good childhood. Is this going to be the case for their grandchildren? What world will their grandchildren be in? What will Canada look like in 20 years? Clay S, just keep doing what you do. Oh, I won't stop. I've accepted this is a duty for me. I won't stop. The whole world can fight me on this. I'm not gonna stop. I just won't. Assyrian King, I know how you feel, as I am an American Assyrian from Iran, living in London for the last 31 years. Wow. How do you feel? But you must be happy with Boris Johnson. I think he's going to do well. What do you think? Boris Johnson and he's recovered quite well. I think he's out of the ICU, right? Are you guys telling your family and friends and your community? Like, I don't know what you guys are doing at home. It's fairly quiet for me here. But, like, do you guys gather with your family? Do you speak to them? Do you Skype? Do you Zoom? Are you telling them what's happening? DNA water bag wake Canada up by embarrassing them by appearing on American and British channels. Yeah. Then now e-music, people who are laughing at this crisis and the horrible abuse are evil. You are a precious warrior for truth. Blessings, dear one. It will all work out. Thank you. I hope so. What else? Larry. Oh, Minda. Yes, thank you. I educate my family. Thank you. I hope more people do this. And I understand that families are sometimes more difficult to talk to than a stranger, because they are, like, for me, I've actually been hearing, now I'm completely disowned, but I've been hearing people saying that their family doesn't like talking to them anymore. Especially the political activists, like the YouTubers that communicate with me. Their families, it's created a division in their families, just for them to have a political opinion that's different than mainstream. Imagine that. Their own blood will believe mainstream people they don't know, people behind TVs, people behind newspapers and headlines. They have more trust in that than they do in their own blood. How does that make you feel? Jane Adams, yes, I do Zoom conferences with some of my groups. Good. Vernon, just my thoughts here, your words. You sound like you are on a downer. I'm on a downer today. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and smile and be happy and be fake. I mean, I'm trying not to be too negative, but I'm not in a good place. No. I don't want to hear the call to prayer. No, absolutely not. Don't want to. You know, I'll tell you what happened to me one time during the call to prayer. I was exiting my university. I was in my second or third year of med school. After the third year, you had to go to the hospital to begin rotations. So I was in my second year, probably early third. And I was leaving. Medical school is just for women. It's just for all girls. And I was exiting the gates of the medical school. And what the religious police would do is they would park their GMC. The religious police is all men. There's no women. They would park their GMC in front of the all-female school. And talk about targeted harassment, right? And once the prayer would call, the gates of the college would close. We're not allowed. We're locked in. You can't exit until the prayer is done. So I exited just before they called for prayer. And the religious police were there, and they were out of their vehicle. And didn't see my driver, because women can't drive. I had to wait for my driver. So I didn't see him. So I just stood there for like a minute. And in that minute, prayer called. And the religious police stormed toward me. It was one guy yelling at me, ordering me to go back, but I couldn't because the gates were closed. So he started caning me in public. And he caned me so hard that I fell to the ground. And then I saw my car, and I got up, ran, and I just ran. And I went to the vehicle, and by the time I went home, I was bleeding. And I showed my father what was done to me, and he didn't do anything. So these are the memories that come to me when prayer calls. I'm just going to read some of your guys' comments. The Unseen World. I am a Christian and used to work with a Muslim guy. Really lovely guy. But he was very ignorant about his religion, even historically. Very surprising. The problem with Islam is that you're not allowed to think. This is during early years when they teach us in school. Like, I was indoctrinated, right, with Islamist ideology. And during Thanks, guys. I'm not. I don't say these stories to incite emotion. I'm trying to explain to you what's going to happen if you guys don't stop this. Sorry, I forgot. Completely forgot what I was talking about. Because it's... Well, yeah, all the problems seem to be coming from the UN. I agree. And the problem with the UN right now is that it's mostly Islamist countries, unfortunately for us. Don't worry, guys. Don't be sorry that I was subjected to anything. It's just take my story and learn from it, please, because I'm worried for everything and everyone here. Like I said, I know how to live under Islam. I've been there, done that. But you guys, what's gonna happen? So during schooling, when I was being indoctrinated, one of the biggest things when you're being indoctrinated, and that's, I think, in every indoctrination program, you are advised to switch your brain off. You can't question Islam, you can't question Allah, and you can't question Muhammad, because the first thing is eternal hellfire. The second thing is the government and the religious authorities. You have to deal with them if you start questioning, because when you question, you're immediately accused of blasphemy, and blasphemy, the punishment is a beheading. So you see the steps, how this works? Tam C. Aaron O'Toole, the most likely next leader of the CPC, is very cozy with Saudi. Aaron O'Toole is not going to be the next leader of the CPC. I'm just going to throw that out there. And Aaron O'Toole has a big problem in his campaign that loves Sharia financing. And until Aaron O'Toole deals with the problem in his campaign that loves Sharia financing, I don't believe Aaron O'Toole will be anywhere near a leader. Because he's not. He's not a leader. BGD Online, if Captain Toole is leader of the CPC party, will collapse and tear itself apart since he's found his new Islamist fetish. I agree with that 100%. 100%. Now, you guys, it starts with a call to prayer. And I didn't tell you one of the things that happened to me. Before I tell you the path that Canada is going to go down, but I think you know it from watching what's going on in England and from watching many, many Muslim majority countries and how they treat women and how they treat animals, especially dogs. I think you know. I think you know your freedoms. I mean, right now, look at us. Can you say we have much of a freedom? Imagine this for the rest of your life. On top of it, the brutality of being punished for wrong think. Imagine that on top of this life we're in, this lockdown. That's Islam. And blackness. Women, black. Women can't be seen. Lance Johnson, I'm not rich, but I think we can find you a place in America. There is no mosque in my town. Keep it that way. Keep your town free of mosques. Mosques, I will repeat this. And I honestly, I've reached a point where I don't care anymore because I'm the one who lived in Saudi Arabia. I'm the one who came from Islam. Mosques are not houses of worship. And I have to keep repeating this. Mosques are meant to surveil. That is the function of a mosque. Mosques have a hierarchy in Islam. The hierarchy is given based on political conquests and how they further political Islam. Those are mosques. Prayer is secondary in a mosque. Mosque is a place where you indoctrinate little children. You brainwash people. The sermons, kill the Jews, the infidels and curse the Christians, and all those happen in mosques. They don't happen in the street. And now your mosques want to broadcast to you this stuff. STPL News should be called the cult to prayer, not the call to prayer. It is a cult because it. So when the call to prayer would happen, what the first thing you would feel is anxiety, okay? Because you know that you have to. There's consequences coming, which is why that article that moron wrote that I was referencing this morning, I found it very strange. It was almost in your face, because she used the word, the mosque calls to obligatory prayer 5 times a day. What are you saying? What are you introducing to society here? Obligatory prayer in Canada? Where are we? What year are we living in here? And how is this allowed to be printed anyway? So the anxiety, can you imagine knowing that when you hear a sound, you have to immediately run, leave everything you're doing, and go to the mosque to act that you are religious, for people to look at you and say, yes, this is a good person. We will not punish this person. He can keep his head. Can you imagine the anxiety that you're going to get? And the other thing is, if you don't go to the mosque, like my father, there was a period of time that my father didn't go. My father was a very prominent surgeon in our area, so they gave him more leeway to not go to the mosque. He kept telling them that he would pray at the hospital. He was lying. The imam eventually came, knocked on our door, and he's like, why don't you come? Why, we don't see you. This is a problem. And then he demanded that my brother, if my father is not going to go to the mosque, my brother has to go to the mosque. And my brother did. He started going. Because we're afraid. Sorry guys, I haven't been paying attention to the chat. Karen Meisner, please don't leave. We have lost so many voices to the States for a better income and voice. Damn, we need to fight for this country. I'll fight. I'll fight with you guys. I can't go anywhere. I don't have the finances. I don't have the connection. We're in a lockdown. I'm here. I'm here with you guys. I love this country. I love the States. I love England. I love many countries. I love Egypt. But my home is Canada. It's Canada that gave me my freedom. My freedom. What are you guys saying? Assyrian King. I am a political activist here and working with Tommy Robinson and Britain First. How we can invite you to talk for us here, however you wish, my dear. Send me, do you know my email? onegodlesswoman@gmail.com, or just message me on Facebook, or I'm also, I'm not on Twitter anymore. I am on Facebook and I'm on Instagram. And I love Tommy Robinson. Please tell him I have so much respect for him. And tell him that I got banned from TikTok in less than a week. He'll be very proud of me. Because I know he's got this thing going on TikTok right now where the British MPs are trying to get him removed or whatnot. I'd love to go to, I'm British. I was born in England. I was born in Westminster. The other thing you guys don't know about is that everything is haram in Islam. Everything is haram. A woman is haram. Her hair is haram. Pigs are haram. You won't have pigs anymore. Hockey is going to disappear because you can't have any sort of any activities outside of mosques. You can't have fun things outside of soccer. Soccer might be permitted, but everything else will begin to be phased out. Because you're going to have to follow mainstream Islam and mainstream music for Islam. Music is also haram. A lot of music is haram. Alcohol will be banned. You can't be gay. You can't, make out with your lover in public. You can't even hold the hand of your lover in public. Where I come from, if I were to go out, let's say with my husband, I wasn't married. I'm not married. But if I were to go out with a husband, I have to carry our marriage certificate with us. I need a copy, he needs a copy, and we both need to carry our full IDs with pictures on them. so that because the religious police has full authority to detain you, stop you in your tracks, and question what you guys are, how are you guys related to each other. So that's also part of Islam. That's not only in Saudi Arabia. That happens in every Islamist society. A week, damn, that's good. Nana Buster, Tommy's been kicked off of TikTok. Oh my goodness. TikTok is communist propaganda, guys. Do not download that app. It's not just communist. There's questionable spyware in it from China, and it's also heavy-duty Islamist propaganda. Lots of jihadis on that app. They've actually followed me onto YouTube and Instagram, and they keep harassing me on there. I like having fun with them. But I love Tommy Robinson. Much respect. Yeah, absolutely. Cogito ergo sum. We have an Islamic immigration ban. Would not recommend St. Paul or that town in Michigan. Okay. Well, Islamic immigration, I believe, should stop for a while, because I don't know what is going to emerge after the mass migration thing. Once the counts are done, I don't know what the counts are. Like, I don't know. The government just doesn't care anymore. They don't tell anyone anything. But this migration, that's a conquest, and I've discussed this before. You guys are getting very shady characters coming in to Canada right now under this migration compact, and it's the Islamist pathway. This is the Islamist pathway. You're not getting regular Muslims. You're not. I don't care what people are saying. You're not. Captain Brandon Harlover. Oh, don't worry, One Godless, my dearest friend. I don't have many apps on my iPhone. Wait. Okay. Assyrian King. Oh, okay. No, not for me. Okay. Is this live on YouTube each Tuesday? I was initially doing it every Wednesday because that's where people wanted it, but I did one last Tuesday, and it happened today is also a Tuesday. But whenever you guys want, if there's an urgent topic, I'm gonna come on and do a live stream. Ideally it would be every Wednesday evening, but I will try to make it more regular and to put out more notifications when I'm doing a live stream. And I do promise to fix all this and get whatever this D-Live thing that you guys want me to get. So I'll make sure to get that. Kate MH. Oh no, sorry, that's not for me. Okay. Shobeen Thomas, Islam will be vanquished. I have no problem with that. So what else do you guys have any questions for me? I don't want to scare you too much, but it is a brutal ideology, and it's creeping in quite quickly. In the past 4 years and a half, I can't recognize the city I'm in anymore. I see openly a two-tier system right now, where there's one for the white people and one for the non-white. And if you're a Muslim with a hijab, or there's just a lot of strange things going on that I don't know. I don't like what I'm seeing. It's not fair. It's wrong. Don't like it. Assyrian King, Tommy Robinson, Jada, Francine, and Paul Golding are on the new platform called VK. Please join us there. Can you send that to me in an email? Way, not regular Muslim migration, especially not from Roxham Road. Well, that road is still open. You guys know that, right? We are being locked down, and that road is still open. They're not getting as many as they were getting before, but they're still walking in. I've never lived so much hypocrisy outside of Saudi Arabia as I am living in right now. And for this to become an eternal situation is unbearable. Absolutely unbearable. Mailman MB, how much time do you think Canada has? Well, I don't know. I don't know what sinister entities have entered Canada. I don't know what's cooking behind the scenes, who's got what planned. You have a government that's completely disconnected from the people. They're focused on something. They're focused on their own stuff. They're not even bothered. They're not even looking at opening up your economy. I don't know. I don't know how long Canada has. I wish I could give you a number. But just seeing what I'm seeing, and I'm not in the hotbeds, you know, like Ontario or whatever. I'm fairly distant, and it's frightening, the changes that I've seen. They scare me. For me to actually go to Toronto, I flat out say no now. I don't want to. I can't take it. I don't think I can take the change. And if they want to call me a racist, then so be it. It's fine. One godless woman, will protesting against government help at all? How do we fight creeping Sharia? You need to unite with each other. That's step one. Canadians need to stop fighting with each other. I still see Canadians, even YouTubers. Half the YouTubers who have been fighting with me on YouTube, I'm on their side. I will never engage them because I still appreciate them as Canadians. I still, even though they've hurt me and said horrible things to me, and but I just won't. I need you guys to unite. You guys have to understand this. You have to stop focusing on your differences. Focus on what unites you and move forward. Get out of this mess, and after that, fight all you want with each other. Please go watch the video that I did today. It's on my One Godless Daily channel, and it's called Islamic Prayer to Canada. Please share it with everyone. Share it with your family. Share it with your friends, guys. And throw some more questions at me before I go and cry more. I'm kidding. I'm not going to cry. You made me happy. I'm in a much better place. You also need to stop lying to yourselves, by the way. There's a good chunk of you, the bubble Canadians, the bubble living Canadians. Those are the Canadians that lie to themselves. They need to be extracted from their bubbles. Canadians need to stop lying to themselves. Mr. Smarty Pants. Canada is broken. The West has to leave and save itself. The West has no voice in federal government. We must unite and leave. Well, Islam, the other thing, by the way, that I didn't tell you guys, because I don't want to be seen as promoting any kind of violence, but Islam, the only thing Islam understands is violence. Force. Skull Super. Islam invades sovereign lands and multiplies. Stay safe, sister. I don't know anymore. What is being safe? I don't know what safety is. I don't think I ever have. So for you guys to give up your freedoms for this safety, whatever, that everyone's obsessed with not getting sick, that hurts people like me. It just hurts. You know, anyway, when I escaped Saudi Arabia, it was during it was in the middle of the SARS epidemic. That's when I escaped. I didn't delay my escape for safety, for not to get sick. Didn't even think of it. Didn't even cross my mind. I just wanted to go. Janice Schmidt, it is time for Canadians to wake up. It is time to find our courage. I agree. I agree. But where's the unseen world? Hello from New Zealand? I'm so glad there's so many people from so many different parts of the world here. Well, Canadian man, religion and politics do not mix. Keep religion out of government 100%. I don't even know how religion entered your government. When I started all of this, one of the earliest videos I did was the Quran was being recited in the Saskatchewan Parliament? I can't remember. But somewhere in one of the houses there in the government of Saskatchewan, they invited an Islamist who read out verses from the Quran. Saskatchewan. Why? Why? Why do you need a cleric dressed like he's from the desert to come stand in your civil government, house and read a book from the Stone Age? Why is this important for you guys here in Canada? What does this do for you? What message does... You can't even understand the words he's saying. Why did this happen? Was it Saskatchewan or Alberta? I can't remember. It was either Saskatchewan or Alberta, guys. I don't want to say something and you guys come back and tell me I was wrong. I think one of those two, it was the legislature. And I did a video on it. Hassan Iqbal, go to China if you guys don't like having people practice their religion. What? What? I don't know what you're saying there, Hassan Iqbal. What does that mean? What religion are you talking about? Terry Fisher, that also happened in Alberta. Yes, it was Alberta then. Sorry, not Saskatchewan, Alberta. My mistake. I'm sorry about that. Who is this Hassan Iqbal guy? Get out of here, Iqbal. This isn't for you. This isn't practicing religion. Submission. He's trying to tell us that Islamists are trying to practice their religion. يا ابن القحبة اطلع من الغرفة يا حقير يا وسخ يا قذر يا جاهل. How's that for you guys? Did you guys like that? I just yelled in Arabic. Hi Hassan, why don't you go live already in Islamist country? No, he's in Canada enjoying your freedoms. Trolling my chat, the piece of shit. Canadian man. He is someone who is upset at China's leadership. Then tell him to go to China and go fight for the Islamist agenda. Why is he here in my chat? Get out. Everyone say hi to Hassan Iqbal. That's the enemy. He's in here. He's in the chat. That's an Islamist right there. Hassan Iqbal. Find him. Have fun with him. He's probably living in his mom's basement. Oh my God. Sorry, I use bad words. Oh. Shubin Thomas, I like the Quran verse where Muhammad is asking every believing women to give themselves to him. I know. He was such a pious man. Such a pious man. He liked little girls. Where's Hassan Iqbal? How old was Aisha? Where is he? Is he gone? How old was Aisha when your prophet raped her? Arabic sounds demonic. Well, yeah, it does. Oh my gosh, so many of you guys. SZRN. RN as in registered nurse? Hello to you. There may be some of us so far in between, but you are not alone. Focus on those who get along with you. Ignore. Oops. Okay, ignore the morons. Thank you, my dear. I will. Oh, Hassan Iqbal is back. He's right here. Says the girl who escaped instead of فوجتين to get her rights. You can't spell يا حمار يا متخلف يا خرا يا ابن المتناكة يا معرف اطلع من الغرفة يا خول. I used really bad words that I usually don't use, and I don't like I don't agree with them at all. But because they find these words insulting, I'm using them. Forgive me, guys. Okay? I don't use these words. I think I banned him. Is he banned? The jihadi? I know it's buffering. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, question from D. I'm new here. Based on your channel name, are you an atheist, Muslim, Christian, etc.? It's not a personal. No, I'm atheist. I'm ex-Muslim. I left Islam, and then I became just atheist. Captain Brandon Horror Lover. The dude is banned for life. Why is he here? Why? Go pray to Allah. Why is he in my channel? I'm atheist. He should be very afraid of being in this room because he won't go to heaven or get his 72 virgins. If he stays in this room, he'll get atheist ex-Muslim cooties. Who wants that? Nobody wants ex-Muslim cooties. I straight drink vodka straight up. Well, guys, what else? Do you have any? Thank you so much for being with me. I needed this today. And I'm very, very happy that you guys came here and cheered me up. And this was just joyful. And I'm so happy and thank you. I'm very fortunate and I'm grateful for all of you. So thank you for your support. What? Haley McFeel, is it haram for him to what? To gaze at your hair? Of course, it's haram. It's a sin. Sin. He needs to lower his gaze. Lower the gaze, right? Because he can't come here and cane me. I know that's what he wants to do. All right, I will, Asterian King. I promise I will check. Thank you, my dear. Very excited to work and collaborate with you. All right, guys, I'm wrapping up. Any final thoughts or questions? Red Rose, Allah is a fairy tale? Fairy tale? Yeah. More like a nightmare. Think Exorcist. Ben Wagner, you should try to get on with acts. Apologetics to grow, unite. Nobody reaches out to me, and unless they reach out to me, I try not to reach out to any YouTubers. I've done that early on, and I don't know. It ruffles people's feathers, it seems. I just try to stay in my lane. Theo Crater, do Muslims still believe in jinns? Jinnis? Yeah, that's a big part of Islam. Jinn is mentioned in the Quran. The jinn are mentioned in the Quran. The book of fairy tales. Canadian man, do you believe that the universe is sentient? I don't know what that means. Do you believe that... Peter McKay. I saw something Peter McKay. What Peter McKay? Peter McKay, no. Big no. 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 Peter McKay, go to, if you want to know, I'll tell you. Go to www.peelpolice.online. I'm going to type it in right now. Oh, shoot. Shoot. 1 sec. I'll type it in and then we'll wrap up, guys. www.peelpolice.online. Go here if you want to know about Peter McKay. Okay, guys? What's this? Any advice for ex-Muslims living in Islamic countries with religious families? Please be safe. Keep your thoughts to yourself until you find a safe path out, and then you can announce being an ex-Muslim. Till then, please do not endanger yourself. We all go through this. Keep it next to your heart until you're out. All right? And connect with me if you want to. onegodlesswoman@gmail.com. All right, guys, I love you all. Please subscribe to my main channel, which is One Godless Woman. And if you would like to support my work and chat with me one-to-one, I get a lot of people messaging me on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. Guys, if you want to talk to me, subscribe to my Subscribestar. It's the easiest way. Otherwise, it's not fair for my subscribers that are in Subscribestar to engage with me on a one-to-one. So please, you'll find my Subscribestar linked to all of my videos. If you want to talk to me and support my work, please join my Subscribestar. Thank you guys so much. I love you all. You made me so happy today. Bye.